Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Armored Warfare replay brought to you by your good buddy, Don't Fear the Reaper. Today's replay is going to be a real nail biter, which I have entitled Against All Odds, or How a Wiesel Became My Personal Hero. And the reason for that naming will become obvious here in just a few minutes. But to start things off, let's go ahead and get this stream fired up. So, you can see we have our work cut out for us. We have 3 Tier 5 AFVs, a Tier 7 AFV, and a Tier 7 tank destroyer. And we're on Ghost Hunter. About half of Ghost Hunter is an urban map. So this is going to be rough. But having said that, take a look in chat. Is there a stream of just cussing and swearing and whining about how unfair Obsidian and the matchmaking is? Nah. Little comment that this could be bad and some encouragement to be tough and fight smart, and that's it. Everybody rolls up their sleeves and we get ready to do this thing. So to start off the battle, I decided to stay up here on this hill in the mid, overlook the field. Got a really good field of fire from here, and pop that VFM Mark V with a missile. Switch to my guns and wait for him to crest that ridge line. And adios VFM. First blood to me. Hurrah! Now we've got a couple of squishies over on the west trying to come over the bridge, and that is not going to happen. Everybody opens up on them and down they go. I take out one of the secondaries and then I pretty much forget about them from the rest of the match.
No effect.
Now we've got Terminator. Terminators are going to be as bad as high tier main battle tanks with this squishy bunch. Firing at this bagel, try to get him out of there. Managed to get him. Pull back for the reload. Then I noticed that coming up the road off of J1 is a Leo 2A6 Tier 7 main battle tank. Helped the Fox get that VFM that's popped out of town. Sadly, the Fox got chewed up, but he's still in the fight. Then, as if, a Leo 2A6 isn't bad enough, a Ramka jumps up to join him on that flank, and a Stingray. Pop the Stingray with a missile, get him out of there. Load up another missile, head down to see what I can do. There's that Ramka. Let him have it with a missile, and he is out of there. But while it's good that the Ramka is gone, we've still got the problem of that Tier 7 main battle tank sitting there threatening our cap. The other BMD-2 comes rushing up, and then I decide, well, he'll go down one side and I'll go down the other, and we'll just see if we can't take this guy out. But then half measureitis strikes me. I pop him with a missile and get a little consternated that I didn't do anything. Try to pop him in a yellow section of his rear, don't do a thing. Now, at this point, I should have either run back with the Wiesel, or when I popped over there the first time, I should have pushed on ahead and gotten behind him and put my autocannon into his grill. But I didn't do either, and now I am getting chewed up because of it. He popped me, the Artie popped me, and now I am down to 500 health. So I go running back to where I started the game, here in the mid. Go back to sniping. Probably what I should have done to start with. I should have left that Leo. So many woulda, shoulda, couldas when it comes to a tier 5 tangling with a tier 7 main battle tank. But I console myself with taking out that VFM 5 and that Bagel Panzer. See that Panzer 2000 pop up, and I don't have a shot. Fox does have a shot at him, but then disaster. There's not one, but 2 tier 7 main battle tanks, and for a little icing on the cake, they're both bosses.
Identify target.
And being helped by a couple of squishies over there on the right flank. See what I can do to that Thunderbolt. Get him out of there. Oh, but that, I'm guessing the T-80 Lieutenant took out my counterpart in the other BMD-2. We did manage to get that Challenger out of there, but we still have the problem of this T-80. He's almost on cap, and he's almost untouchable. So I'm maneuvering up to try and get a shot on him.
Loader, missile.
Fire a missile at him, bounces. Try to get some autocannon fire, bounces. He takes a shot at me and misses. I roll back up to try to make another missile shot. Did manage to get a missile hit into him, but while I'm busy concentrating on him, I do not see that Abrams rolling down the road, and he takes just a huge bite out of me. So I have to burn my rebuild kit at this point, because I was down to like 116 hit points. So I decided, you know, that Lav is having some pretty good luck over here. Maybe I'll try my luck over on this flank.
Identify target.
He's still got to figure out some way to do something to that T-80 Lieutenant sitting there on the cap.
Hostile PC. Mark.
I try again, get hammered for my effort, but somebody takes him out. I think it was the Fox. He'd managed to get behind him. But now I got 573 hit points to carry me through the rest of this game. And we got another 2A6. But my missile pops him because he's actually backing up towards me. I got his engine grate. But unfortunately, he gets behind that rock before I get my autocannon reloaded. And the Lav 600 pops him before he comes out the other side of the rock to me. So, time to start the third, final, and far and away most difficult of the objectives, which is to hold that town square. And we have 3 shot up AFVs and a tier 7 tank destroyer to do it with. And we're facing a Ramka and a Challenger 1 right off the bat. But this is a no whining zone. Get in there and take those guys out. Pop him with a missile. Lav gets him with his gun. Now we gotta do something about that Chally. Try to get his rear ERA plating, but to no avail, and he pops me down to 146 hits. Now, it was annoying at the time, but I'm actually glad that he shot me and not the Lav, because we need that Lav a whole lot more than we need one of 3 AFVs, especially one of the tier 5 AFVs. So I would be tempted normally to just kind of sit back and let the game run its course and take my survival, but this thing is still winnable. So it's time to put my man pants on and get up in there and take on that challenger in the cap circle.
Identify.
Hostile tank.
But happily, turns out I don't have to. The Wiesel got him. Yes, the Wiesel. He must have got behind him and popped him in the engine grate. So, again, I'm contemplating just sitting here and defending the cap for the rest of the game. But I see that our surviving team members are actually getting surrounded. So, once again, man pants on and into the fray.
Hostile tank.
It's going to be rough when I go around that corner. Got to go around the corner and not play with that low fence. Got to missile up,
Identify.
fire it into the Ramka,
Hostile tank.
hit him, but I only do 200 damage. I switch back to my gun, but I only had a couple of rounds left in the clip, so I don't do much. Then I see that there's a full health Baker Panzer just about to pop onto the cap.
Hostile tank.
Come up to engage him. There he is. Up around the corner. Give it to him.
Ricochet.
Unfortunately, my clip runs out, and he pops me before I can pull back. Now, this press 9 to respawn is a replay bug. I have long since used my rebuild kit. I do not have the option to respawn. So, for the rest of the game, we're going to concentrate on Sam Lockhart and this Wiesel, who more than carries his weight. Now watch this. Watch him get that reset through that little gap. That was outstanding. Playing smart, playing the corners, shooting the gaps, getting the resets, repositioning. Blows through here. Maximum reset. Not trying to kill, he's trying to reset. Win the game. Now he's got to do it again. Fortunately, that enemy Terminator was waiting for him. Takes a few hits, but he does get the all-important resets. The Lav is rushing up just as hard and fast as he can to try to get into the fight, but right now it is all Sam Lockhart. And again, getting tight, goes for the reset, gets it, gets shot up just about as bad as you can get shot up and still be around. And now it is Bucky's turn in the Lav 600. Gets in there, gets that all-important reset, gets blasted for his effort, but he got it. I mean, the counter is a little bit off. We actually had that game. Just some outstanding play by everybody, but in particular, Bucky and his Lav 600 and Sam Lockhart and his Wiesels. A really big shout out to those two guys. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. It was a really exciting game to play. I hope it was a pretty exciting game to watch. And we will catch you guys next time.